Hello, everybody. Bryan here, quantlabs.net. Okay, I just want to give you my first C++ coding demo. Um, Looks like people in the world of TradingView have no interest in overall compared to the C++ HFT stuff, so we'll focus on the C++ HFT stuff moving forward. Okay, so I went on to Google, search for anything to do with basically options trading. I know if you're going to want to make money, that's the place to be. Options and futures. This came up. Um, Chrono XOR. Okay, just as an example. And this video is really to talk about just setting this thing up, this C++ project. I'm not here to teach you C++, so that is an expectation on you. I'm not going to sit here and talk about how to use a Linux set of commands as well. Okay, so make sure you understand all that before you start looking at these type of videos. But anyways, if you are still interested, by all means. Okay, so I I came across this project called CppTrader. This guy's an interesting guy. Cross-platform C++, high-load servers, low latency electronic trading, trading platforms, communication, TCP, da da da. His name is Ivan Shinkarenka. I would assume I probably got that wrong. Anyway, so you have here a C++ server, C++ trader, and some other interesting projects. So this is his own stuff. He's got 21 repositories. I think this is a very good example. It sounds like he's an insider, if you ask me, on the HFT C++ development front. So he's got this one project called CppTrader. I have to say this is a fairly well documented, fairly well packaged C++ project found on GitHub. And I'll tell you why. So in here, this might be an old version, 5 years ago, 5 months ago, last update, last year, update build. So this guy's doing a pretty good, clean job of keeping everything looking good. The reason I would give you this as an example is to use this as a base to work off of on how these type of C++ high frequency trading applications work. So this one is very good. It actually works, unlike a lot of the GitHub projects out there. So this is what he's got: C++ Trader set of components for building high performance trading platform. Very good base to work off of and to learn about. Ultra fast matching engine, order book processor, NASDAQ itch handler. Great. So we have all the documents here. As I said, I'm not going to go into the details of this project. That's on you. I'm just introducing you to this. This looks pretty good. So it has features of cross-platform, which is awesome, both Linux, Mac OS, and Windows. Has a set of benchmarks, examples, tests. Even builds out Doxygen documents, which is fantastic, and is continuously integrating. And then here's all the requirements you need, all the different types of other compilers and tool chain environment stuff that you can use, and how to build. This is the important one. This is where a lot of the GitHub projects fail, but this one works. So I'm going to assume again that you know how to do this. I've got my WSL here. You can see this is Ubuntu. I believe this is version 20 or 18. I can't remember, or maybe 22. Anyways, this is the project I got here. Um, so essentially, uh, he got this GIL in Python, and then this is how you build it or set up your repository. And this is how you build using this Unix SH shell project, which I believe is in here. Um, let's see here. I can do it this way. So in here, we've got CD build, I believe. Yes, we do. I just popped up on my screen. Lucky me. Okay, so in here we've got all the different environments. So in our case, let's do a Linux shell. Boom. So there's your build and how he's doing all that. And again, I'll let you dig into that as well. This is not my job to make sure you understand that. All right, so let's go back to where we were. So once you do a build, and again, as I said, this has been confirmed to work on August 9th, 2024, which is pretty good. Rare as well, I might add. Okay, so in here, we've got the builds I was going through, the GIL update. You do the build. I'm doing this in Linux. You can see I'm using a WSL Windows subsystem Linux. And from there, you can run the different commands. Now, one thing I want to make sure is when you're using whatever Linux or um, console you're getting, like if it's Windows or Linux based, you obviously have to have your tool chain installed. Again, I'm not here to show you that. I've put I'll highlight this link in my blog post. What are the key differences between a tool chain and a compiler? This answer right here explains if you're new in the world of C++. So basically, you have now this is just for the newbies into C++ or Linux. You have the compiler, GCC, G++, CLang, and all that. You also have the different types of files. If it's an object file, and then you have the link files. You have to link everything together, and then you'd use a tool like libexe. Now you can do this with Visual Studio as well on Windows. I prefer because if you're going to do this as a career, you're most likely going to move into a Linux environment. So you're better off to do it in a Linux environment on a Linux desktop. That's fine. Or use, in my case, which I find really useful, is using a WSL on Windows. Okay, so you have the best of both worlds. And then you can do things like if you're using VS Code, you can link in VS Code into that WSL. Again, I don't teach that, but it can be done. All right, so continuing along here with the project, you can see here we have all the different metrics here. So we one of the formats that he's using is itch, okay, which is NASDAQ protocol for itch. It's really like you got to remember once you start moving in this space, you're going into the big boy world. You're no longer using some MetaTrader retail trading platform or what I used a while back, MotoWave, or even TradingView. This is the real institutional level stuff, not retail trading. Okay. So in here you have some example itch files that you would use to run on the command line. So right now he's got a NASDAQ itch handler, a market manager, an optimized version of the market manager. I would assume that this one is actually sorry. And then he's got a third one here, aggressive optimized version. So I would assume that's as it gets more, as he calls it, aggressive, more optimized. That's going more lower and lower and lower into the world of high frequency trading at the low latency level. So you're probably doing that in stages so you can understand it. And again, the reason you use this project is you got all of the example code and actual working code in C++. This is a fantastic, really good project to work off of. Might be a little old, but it seems to be still outdated and it still runs, which is, as I said, from a packaging standpoint on GitHub, this is super rare to have this actually running and maintained somewhat. So again, coming back into the different market managers, you're going to run the same itch file. Now, this is where it gets very confusing. I'm not taking it this far. And the reason is if you go to this link here, which is right here on nasdaq.com, here's some example itch files. These are monster files. You have to download these. These are going to be 4.7 gig, 5.7 gig, and so on. Okay. And then these are gzipped and or new zipped, I should say. And they're just basically tar files. So if you go into the WSL, you have to use wget and then the raw link. to download them in your Linux environment. Once they're downloaded, you're all good. So as an example, um, let's see here. Okay, so we are CppTrader. Okay, so as an example, all your once you build everything, everything's going to fall under your bin file. So in here are all the bin files, basically executable files from the world of Windows. This right here is that itch file, this gargantuous itch file, 5.5 gig. Okay, beyond that, I'm trying to run it. I'm not going to go and do that, but the key is that these are running. These actual uh, are actually running. So you can see there, it runs and it runs pretty good. Beyond that, I'm not going to go into it, but I'm sure if you dig into it, play with it, you can probably get the itch files working and see how this runs. And then you can probably get signed up with NASDAQ if you try to get their itch files and start trading against NASDAQ alone. This is really good for that. And maybe modify this for other exchanges as well. So, again, really good project to work from. As I build this out now, as I said earlier, a lot of you have shown a huge interest in the C++ and HFT world. That's why I'm putting out more of this, and I'm actually thinking my whole future built around that. And the trading view, people just don't like. I don't know why. Maybe it's YouTube. I don't know why, but I get much higher views on the C++, HFT, even Python algo trading videos versus just trading view itself. I don't know. Maybe that's just the way YouTube works on my particular channel. So if you want to know more about what I'm planning to do, just come over to the quantlabsnet.com. It's a brand new domain, about 2 months old. Go under the learn. You can get yourself an interesting book I compiled, an HFT ebook. It's out now, and you'll be put through an autoresponder series that will give you the link to that. It's totally free. Also, if you want to talk to me about your future, you can just book with me online, talk 15 minutes. It's really affordable. And we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, but make sure you get yourself opted in there. You can cancel that anytime you want, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, and have yourselves a good day.